Okay. I have people ask me all the time, Darren, how do you keep your dryer duct so clean and fresh? And so I'm about to tell you, this is my next project that I do. I have to do this frequently depending on how much laundry we're doing. But we have a dryer duct vent that goes through our crawl space and out. And what happens when it gets clogged up is that the clothes don't dry well, they stay damp, and we can't get the clothes out of the dryer soon enough, and everybody's mad because somebody else's clothes are in the way. And so I just try to do everybody a favor and clean out the dryer duct. So you need a couple of tools for this. Oh, and by the way, Leah wanted me to tell you that the brown cabinets in the back have just become our next project video that we're going to do. So apparently we're going to be painting cabinets next. So stay tuned for that. So for this, what you'll need is, sorry, my dogs are around here. What you'll need is one of these things, which is, this is a dryer duct cleaner, and they come in sections. I think they come in 12-foot lengths. That looks like about 3 feet, yeah. And so you have this, and they screw on like that. And I had to actually buy 2 sets of these because ours is so long. But they screw on, and you'll see as we go how we do that. You need that. You'll need either a flathead screwdriver or a pair of pliers, maybe both, and an actual drill like this that you attach to that. And so we're going to get started here now. Okay, so the first thing, you filming? Okay, all right, so the first thing is that you have to locate where your dryer vent is. And so for us, usually the way it goes is that you put all the stuff in there and you get it set, and then you end up cramming all the stuff around it. So that's kind of the thing with the way that we do ours, is ours actually goes down through the floor and then out the crawl space. And so what we're doing is actually having to clean this stuff out. And so once I get this cleaned out, I'll check back in with it. This is the view of our duct system right here. So this is the dryer duct there. And if you're like us, then you get to find all kinds of fun things like, look, there's a pair of socks right there. So somebody probably got mad because they couldn't find their socks at some point. And, oh, look at this. This is good. That can of sunscreen that you were looking for stuck behind your dryer. So you find all kinds of fun stuff. That's the bonus of doing this job. Okay, so the other thing is this. The next step is to remove this, either from the dryer or from the floor, whichever way you want to go. It's usually easier to do it from the floor where it actually enters the wall. And so the way that mine is set up is that it's actually one of these screw clamps. Sometimes they're a spring clamp, and that's what you would need the pliers for, is to actually squeeze that clamp together. But this one is screwed down just to make sure it's tight. And so what I'm going to do is just unscrew this, and that'll loosen this, and it should come right off. Just take 1 second. There you go. So that's off, and that's ready to go. Okay, and look, a penny. Wow, great. All right, so we got that clear. Next, what I'll do is I'm going to actually start off with a couple of these sections. And so I'm going to put these together. And so you'll have to show me, let me show you this. All right, so what I've done is I've actually screwed 2 of these together like this to make it just about 4 feet long. And from here, what I'll do is I will actually put it into the drill just like you would a drill bit. Got it in the drill, you can see this attached up, and so we're gonna stick it on down there. So what's gonna happen is as I stick that in there, we just go down inside there, and so I'll ease this on. Normally start slow just to make sure I got everything going right, and then once you go faster, it'll just start to spin like that. All right. So then you'll go down, and I always want to make really sure it's attached there to the drill. But we'll go down, and then come back up like that. And you can see I haven't really gotten to the part yet where where all of the lint is. And so I'm going to keep working on this, and you'll kind of see how it goes. What you might have to do is kind of go in sections depending on how long your dryer duct is. So what you can do is work it down that far, and then attach a couple of pieces. And work it down again. And usually I like to go back and forth on it just to make sure it gets a good brush. Okay. And normally your duct line is not going to be this long. This one just is really long. Okay, now we're going to go 2 more sections. And now 2 more. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling this out now, and when I pull it out, there may be some lint on it, maybe not. What happens sometimes is that when you go down there like that, it might push the lint further out, which might push it out the other end. And so we'll see if we actually get any lint out this end. There you go. So you see, yeah, that's what we got there. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go run it back down one more time just to make sure I've got everything out of there that we can. And then I'm going to go around to the outside and see if I pushed any out of the other end as well. But yeah, so this is the fruit of the labor right here. And so then it's just a matter of pulling this off and cleaning it up. So this is why everything stays wet. It's because you're not getting heat flow through the dryer out of the exterior vent. And so this can really save you on power bills and also make your family a lot happier. Okay, so you can see we got a little more on here just on our second run through. And another thing about this too that really needs to be said is that this can be a fire hazard. And this is really one of the important reasons of why people request this on a request for repairs. If they see that there's something that's clogged, or even if they don't see something's clogged, they'll request that something like this be done. And there are people that do this professionally. You can pay someone. We had this done, I think it was around $100, $200 to have somebody come out and do it. But I would say that, I already had one of these, right? So I had one of these tools, and then I bought a couple of sections of these, and I think these were about probably $25 or $30 a piece. And so it ended up costing about $60, and I've already used this about 4 times. And so you can really come out ahead if you just purchase these, go ahead and bite the bullet on that. And if you know a little bit about how to get to your dry vent, then it can really save you some money and also keep you safe and make your clothes dry at the same time. We're out back. This is where a dry vent comes out. And you can see that it's just one of these that has an automatic louver on it. When the vent starts exhausting, these come open, and you can check this, and you can stick your hand in there, and you can feel that there is a lot of well, not a lot, but there's a layer of lint on the vent, on the duct. And so, like, if I reach in there and I pull that, you can see that. And so another thing that you can do is, if you go in here from this end, if you've got a removable face on this, because ours is in brick, it makes it a little harder. But if it is something that you can unscrew this and it's removable, then you can actually go at it from this end too. So you pull that off and do the same thing, go in this direction to make sure it's fully clean.